Hey, hi, this is Manjuna Chandraya. Today's session we'll be learning how to use XLOOKUP for multiple sheets. So I have a small data with the employee ID and we're trying to get the name and the sales. We have a sheet number 1, January, February and March has the data of each employee. And these data doesn't have the repetitive of the each employee, okay? So this employee may be worked in January, may not worked in February or March. So we need to get a data related to all these employees in one shot using XLOOKUP. We can use XLOOKUP for multiple times so that we can get the information here. Instead of that, we'll try to use a add an additional function called a VStack and try to get XLOOKUP with VStack to get the information here. What is VStack? VStack is a function where it gets consolidating the data. So example, so if we take VStack here, so I just need to consolidate this data. So I'm just going to select this data, comma, go to February, select the data again, comma, March. So I'm trying to consolidate the entire data. So close the bracket, hit enter. So now you can see entire data is copied here. Say example, I don't want to keep, I have the name and sales column. I only have the employee ID. So employee ID means instead of C6, I'll change it to A. So I need only the column A, column data. Similarly here, so hit enter. So now you can see it has given you only the column data, right? So other thing we can do, I have what I'm doing, I keep repeating January, February, March 3 times, right? Same range. Instead of doing that, what we can do, prior to Jan, after Jan, just put a double dots and say March. Okay, and I'm going to remove this all this February and this which is getting repeated twice. Okay, what I did from Jan to March, A1 to A6. Let's hit and enter now. Now you can see it's giving the entire data. Let me say instead of A6, I'll change it to C6. So it should give me entire data. Now you can see it is giving me the entire data in a consolidation. What I did is added January month to February, irrespective of it. Say next time you have till December, you can put it as December year. If your sheet name starts from January, if your sheet name is 1 to 3, put 1 to 3, 1 from 1 to 10, 1 to 100, year 1 and year 100. So it will take the range from the start to end of the sheets and get the data in a consolidation format. So we need to get this. We'll use this function. So now I got the employee numbers here. Let's try using the VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP with the VStack. So first you need to get the value. So I use the XLOOKUP first, open bracket. Lookup value is we are trying to look this here. This is nothing but the employee day. You need to look the employee ID for the multiple sheets, right? Here we can start with the VStack, open bracket. So as I said, start with Jan, double dots, same Feb, March, give this function and the range. Range is A6, A1 to A6. So this is needs to be protected because A1 to A6 it's a range. We don't freeze that, the range gets changed. So I'm going to freeze those range. Close the bracket. Okay. Now we got to know what it does is in XLOOKUP, this value A2 is nothing but the employee ID. It's go and chunk in the VStack, that's January to February. It is say just gone here to A1, sorry. Let put A1 to, let me change it here a little bit more. A1 to A6. This should be control F4. Okay, comma. So this is the lookup value. So we have put this one first. Lookup value is nothing but this cell. We are trying to look in the array. Array is nothing but this range. That A column, all the sheets from January to March should check return value. What you are trying to return is the name and the sales value. Say name and sales value is in the P and C column in the January, February, March. So let's add the same form, just copying this formula down here, same Jan to Feb. Instead of B1, A1, I'll change it to B1, B1 to C6. So once you do this, comma, this is return value. This is nothing but the return. This is the return value. This is the lookup value. This is the look value, lookup array and lookup value. So if it is not found, so I'll just add a comma and says not found. If anything is not found, just put it as not found here. Close the bracket, hit enter. Now you can see it is taking the data. So just copy the formula till down. The A13 it is not taking, right? It is not found here. So now it has taken. So from January to March, A1 to A6, A1 to A6 is nothing but the column A of each column. It is picking here. And the next step part of is that we stack January to March, B1 to C6. B1 is nothing but from here to B6. 6 is here, right? This range should be pick. Similarly, it takes from this. So in case your data is more, you can just change this 6 to say 10 or 100, depending upon your range of your data. So once you did enter, it is picking the data. It's not found. Let me say we have one more sheet called as I have put April. So April has the data here. So E013. E013 says not found here. So there is one more column as April. So go to this first cell. Instead of March, just change it to April. Similarly here, instead of March, change it to April. Hit enter. Just copy the formula down. Now you can see RAM and 6100 your sales. RAM. Let me take this as one more column, one more employee ID. Copy the formula down. Babu and 7500 is your data. Irrespective of it is April, March, if you can add till December and change the range from Jan to December, it will going to pick your data. I hope this function was helpful. Do let me know for any other thing function. I'll try to create a video on it. And thank you for your time. Happy learning.